The Red Badge of Courage by Jacob Riis. About book. It was written by Stephen Crane. This 180-page book was published in 1895 by Scholastic Inc. The setting of the book was during the Civil War in Chancellorsville. Its impact on the world was that it was a massive success in England, and it also shows the reality of war. No awards were found. Lessons and themes from the book. Courage. People develop lots of courage while they're at war. Manhood. While at war you will mature and start to become a young man. Take risks. You have to take the risk of dying at war to win. Know your strengths. Know how hard you can go and how much you can do. Relations and recommendations. I thought that I related to Henry and how he was immature but became mature, just like how I can act immature but can also act mature. I would recommend this book if you like to read about action and war. I would say that you should be in at least 8th grade, because there are some Old English words. Main characters. Henry Fleming, the young soldier, scared to die in battle, young, just wants to go to war for a reputation of being heroic. Jim Conklin, sticks to his duty at war, fulfills his responsibilities. When he dies, he doesn't blame anything or anybody, and dies with dignity. Wilson, loud, likes to show his opinion. The loud soldier, wants to fight, immature, wants to assure himself of manhood. Generous, ends up not being very interested in his reputation. The Red Badge of Courage. World while the book was written. March of 1891. International Copyright Act passed. This protected the work of British, French, Belgian, and Swiss authors in the U.S. April 21st, 1893. The financial panic of 1893 began. The Depression and widespread unemployment lasted until 1897. August 28, 1894, Congress passed the first graduated income tax. It became a law without President Cleveland's signature. February 24, 1895, the Cubans began fighting for independence from Spain. Stephen Crane. Stephen Townley Crane was born on November 1st, 1871 at Mulberry Place in Newark, New Jersey. His education. He entered school a year late, but in a few weeks jumped ahead 2 grade levels because he was already fully literate. He never really seemed to be driven personally to succeed in school, and dropped out of more than one school. The only thing that he seemed to receive in school was his love of sports, baseball in particular. He attended Claverack College and the Hudson River Institute. He excelled in baseball at Syracuse University. He was the youngest of 14 children. After school, Crane actually began writing sketches and short stories for newspapers. Living in New York's Bowery District, he married Cora Taylor around 1897, who ran a brothel in Florida. Stephen died of tuberculosis when he was 28, about 3 years after their marriage. It doesn't say if they had kids or not. His dad was a strict Methodist minister who died in 1880. His mom was an active writer who contributed to various Methodist papers. His mom died while he was in college. Stephen Crane. Summary. Henry enrolled in the Union Army. After he is enlisted, he realizes how real war is and that he is scared to die. During battle, he flees from the field, but returns when he hears that the enemy was being beaten by the Union Army. On his way back, he started walking with Jim, but Jim falls over and dies. The Union Army begins to retreat, and Henry is smoked in the head by the butt of a rifle. 2 soldiers then try to help him. One of the soldiers that helped him, Wilson, asks him to take his letter to give to his family. Henry then basically starts feeling like a beast and starts being a leader and fighting the enemy.